I'm Dave Morrison. I'm really psyched to see you here. Thanks for coming. I'm just going to share some poems with you while the stage gets reset. I know people say to me, particularly people who don't go to poetry readings, you know, what's the appropriate way to respond to poems? And I think the easy answer is just make a ton of noise when they're over. So this, I'm going to start off with one that hopefully shed a little light just on sort of what it is I do. It's called Being a Poet. When you write poems, the one thing you hear the most is some version of, you ought to write a poem about that. Whether it's some awkward family gathering, some strange animal loose in your house, a funny mishap at work, someone will raise their eyebrows and say, there must be a poem in there someplace. I remember long ago, when I was young, I had a girlfriend who lived in a run-down neighborhood that was terrorized by this pack of wild dogs who slept in an abandoned, burned-out church. One day, my girlfriend narrowly avoided being attacked by some of these dogs, and she was beside herself. I wanted to do something heroic to make her feel safe. That night, I stood outside the shell of the church with a Molotov cocktail. I would hurl it into the church. The dogs would perish in the fire. The neighborhood would be safe from these monsters, and my girlfriend's love and gratitude would know no bounds. My coat and 3 cars caught fire. I was arrested in my hospital bed, and soon after my girlfriend showed up to tell me she couldn't possibly be with someone who was capable of such cruelty. That was one time when nobody said, now there's a poem, and yet, here we are.